Welcome to Alumni Stadium here in Mansfield, Massachusetts. Dartmouth Community Media presents Dartmouth High School football. Today it is the round of the Elite Eight as the Dartmouth Indians, seeded number 6, will be taking on the number 3 seeded Mansfield Hornets. Dartmouth at 7 wins, 2 losses. Mansfield at 6 and 3. Paul Santos joined alongside here by Ben Smith. Ben, lots of excitement in the air. Each team has won a game so far in the playoffs. You had a chance to talk to head coach Ricky White earlier today. What's he expecting from this very tough Mansfield team?
Mansfield's such a great team. They usually run the wing tight, so you're going to expect to see some plays like that today. They have a good team as well. They're a bunch of 6-foot players on the team, so see a lot of firepower from them as well.
Well, the Dartmouth Indians really have played good defense over the course of the year. They've only allowed more than 30 points once this year. They've had a couple of shutouts. Mansfield won the toss, elected to receive, so Dartmouth will be kicking off to Mansfield. Very important first possession, I would say, for Dartmouth's defense as Aiden Gendron kicks off from his own 40-yard line. Kind of a bouncing kick, picked up at about the 3-yard line. Let's see what Mansfield can do with this. Sean McCoy is down to about the 22-yard line. Pretty good coverage there by the Indians on special teams.
Great stop there by Ethan Davis, just cutting out on that edge and getting that stop for the Indians and pinning them back at the 25-yard line. Tough field position right now for Mansfield to start off.
The head coach of Dartmouth, of course, Rick White. The head coach of Mansfield, Mike Redding. He's a legend up here, 39 years at the helm here at Mansfield for the Mansfield Hornets. The quarterback is Tommy Vallette. Running back is Riley Sigmund. Matt Torrigny and Eben Schultz will work behind the quarterback today. Fake handoff. Pass is incomplete. Intended for Matt Torrigny.
Marcus Andrews, great strap play there, though. Got him up in coverage and able to lock him down throughout the entire route.
Well, Andrews, one of the quicker players on the team, not only making his presence felt on offense, a couple of big interceptions last week in that win over Milton when Dartmouth knocked off Milton 32-20, avenging the loss from last year's Elite Eight.
Yeah, it's great to shut out defending Super Bowl champion at home. Yeah, and this is going to be right away another false start for Mansfield. Looks like the center moved.
So the first penalty of the game, it goes against Mansfield, and after the incomplete pass on 1st and 10, the Dartmouth defense has Mansfield at a 2nd and 15. Tell you, we talked about it before, Mansfield electing to get the ball first. Really need defense to step up big here on that first possession.
Absolutely, you gotta play bend, don't break usually. That's like the main key point when you're on defense, is just bend, don't break. And so far, Dartmouth is bending but doesn't break so far, looking like it so far right now.
3 wideouts to the left this time, but the handoff comes to the near side. Nothing doing there.
Tom Quinn
brought down. Tom Quinn knocks down the running back, Donovan Minton, who is a junior, 6 feet, 190 pounds, but Tom Quinn coming up with his linebacker position. He had an interception last week as well, and this sets up a 3rd and 15.
Yeah, great play there from Tom Quinn, coming off the edge and getting that. Third down and long. What are you going to do here if you're Dartmouth? You're going to have to really count on your secondary here because they might go through the air this time around.
The last time Tommy Vallette brought him out, showed 3 wideouts to the left. Now he's got 2 to the left, and he's got a tight end to the near side, and 1 player to the quarterback's left. We have a man in motion. That's McCoy. Plenty of time for the quarterback to throw. As a man, it's caught by McCoy.
The next pass is
looks like it's going to be short of the first down, as it's caught at about the 32-yard line. That's going to bring up a 4th down and about 2 for the first possession of the game by Mansfield.
Yeah, that's good pocket protection there from the offensive line for Mansfield. Able to keep the quarterback inside the pocket and able to throw that way into strive to his wide receiver there. And we got an injured Indian down on the near side.
So he's being attended to right now.
That's J.D. Johnson.
Just underway here at Alumni Stadium in Mansfield. Nice night for football. Temperature at about 45 degrees, a little bit cooler today. And a little bit cooler tonight than we've seen, but more seasonable temperatures, but still pretty comfortable. We're only here for a short time so far, and a nice crowd.
In Boston, they'll show up to any sporting event. That's how you know you represent Dartmouth Pride here.
Well, Mansfield, they like to throw the ball, and they threw on first down, and the pass was incomplete. And then right after that, there was a penalty for movement on the line, illegal procedure. And then there was another big loss on that sack there with Tom Quinn making a great stop. And then this pass over here was good for 10 yards, but still a 4th down and 4. So the Indians should get some good field position here.
Yeah, you got good field position if you get a stop here. Just make sure you're focusing down on the middle here if they're going to run the ball.
Well,
if
it's 4th down.
Yeah, it's 4th down. You could run down the middle, or they might go in the air and throw a deep ball down the field. So you got to take some chances. Looks like they're going to...
No, I can't imagine them going for it with the ball this far in their own territory.
Yeah.
So they'll be punting. Dartmouth will get good field position. Hopefully they'll get the ball somewhere in the 30 to 40 yard line range. I mean, it all depends on the punter.
Yeah.
It does feel like the wind is blowing in the direction of where the punt's going to go.
Yeah.
It'll be 4th down and 4
so
from the
Johan
31.
Johnson coming off the field. He's a senior. He has to be assisted.
J.D. Johnson, great key player for the Indians this year. That does not look good, being helped off.
So they're setting up as if they're going to go for it on 4th down. Indians have to be careful not to jump. And
Yeah,
it's a fake.
Yeah, they're going to fake the punt. It's like the old Tom
Andrews
Brady
is
play.
letting it roll. Probably should have had somebody back there, but well, it was a good fake. They punted it, and look at the field position. All the way down at the 15-yard line. So playing a little gamesmanship there, and Mansfield played it well.
Excellent field position. Great punt there from the punter to pin them back deep. And the Indians are deep in their own territory now. Let's see what they got. They got it's 1st down and 10. They got 86 more yards to go.
Jackson Hart brings him out. He's the senior quarterback. 10 passing touchdowns, 10 rushing touchdowns. Marcus Andrew, 9 touchdowns. Ray Gramblick, 12 touchdowns on the season. They've also got some great skill position play out of Asante Aurora, Derek Stevens, Jaden Nunes Medeiros. 1st down and 10. Ball inside the 20-yard line. The Indians starting deep in their own territory. Jackson Hart keeps that time after a fake to the running back Andrews. He'll carry up the middle for a gain of a few, setting up a 2nd down and long for Dartmouth.
I would like to acknowledge that Marcus Andrews so far this season is a top 10, I believe, touchdown receiver in the state of Massachusetts. So to see him as a slot receiver and getting almost 10 touchdowns is impressive for him and great for his senior year.
2nd down and 6. You got a gain of 4 on that. Indians showing 5 wide receivers on this 2nd down and 6. A little swing pass out to Andrews, trying to utilize his speed. Gets past the 20, down to about the 22-yard line. It will be short of the 1st down. Still picks up about 5 on that. Sets up a 3rd down and about 1. Big down here for Dartmouth's offense.
Big down here for the Indians, but like the Indians all season long have been using that screen pass all season long, and it's really well for the Indians, and the defense is kind of...
I would say must 1st down here for Dartmouth. I know it's early in the game, but their first possession, you're starting deep in your own territory. 3rd down and 1. You're the underdog playing on the enemy turf. Really need this 1st down on this 3rd and 1.
They're showing blitz.
And a timeout is being called here by the Mansfield Hornets. So they were looking at Dartmouth, and Dartmouth was looking back at them, and head coach Mike Redding calls a timeout. 9:16 to go here in the 1st quarter. 0-0, the Elite 8 here in the Division III state tournament.
Great start for the Indians so far on defense, and they're off the ground running so far, Paul.
Yeah, you know, the defense did a great job. They He covered very well on that incomplete pass. It was a nice tackle by the linebacker. Then there was a penalty. Unfortunately, that punt there worked very well for Mansfield. As the ball went down, it was uncovered, and then it took a Mansfield bounce and rolled another 15 yards. So the Indians are starting deep in their own territory. But I got to tell you, I really would love to see this converted, only because, you know, you're the underdog, you're here in Mansfield. You don't want to go 3 and out on your first possession.
Yeah, absolutely not. You know, especially to a Dartmouth team, which is a lower rank than you are.
3 wide outs to the left.
Ooh, ball's loose. Oh,
this is Andrews. Andrews has a first down and more. Andrews out of bounds at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of about 18 and a huge first down. Not only did they pick up the first down, they picked it up and more.
Great play from the Indians there. Got the outside edge. Great read there from Marcus Andrews. And keeping that, keeping his speed, you know.
And Mansfield had their first series. And right there, a big impact play, an 18-yard gain by Andrews. Here's Hart looking to throw the first time. Decides to run it to the 40. Down to the 45-yard line, and he took a shot right to the helmet, but he's down at about the 45-yard line. It looks like that'll be a gain of about 7, but Hart was actually looking back like he was ready to unload a long pass there.
Yeah, he was unloading for a long pass. He just saw the coverage coming in, and then well, he's like Josh Allen type quarterback.
And he's really improved over the last few years, earning that starting quarterback position as a sophomore and now a real leader as a senior. 5 wideouts on the second down and about 6. Here comes Andrews in motion. He fakes it to him, but Hart goes up the middle, very close to the first down marker. We'll have to see where they spot it. It's right along where we are here on the Dartmouth side of the field. Looks like it's going to be short. Third down and 1. Well, another big third down for Dartmouth. They converted that other one before on 3rd and 1. And ended up getting an 18-yard run from Andrews, so we'll see if they can convert again. Approaching midfield.
If here, I'm just going to give the handoff to Ray Gramlich.
Yeah, we haven't seen him yet.
Yeah.
I know that Mansfield line is pretty big, so I don't know if Dartmouth is thinking maybe they like going outside, but you got to keep them honest and run it to the inside on occasion. 4 wide outs on the 3rd down and 1, showing blitz. What does Hart do? He does give it to Gramlich, and Gramlich does get the first down. And a big first down it is, down to the 40-yard line. Good call, Ben. First down, a gain of 14.
When you give the ball to Ray Gramlich, he's going to power through that hole, and that's what he did on that play. Is just power through that hole and get the first down. Great play there for Marcus Andrews. Great play by the offensive line, giving him an open hole and giving him the first down. The Indians are at the 41-yard line right now.
And Owen Sherliff, the guards, Jaden Claudio and Aiden Carrero, the tackles, and they've been doing the job all year. 1st and 10. And Hart looks to throw over the head of Marcus Andrews and incomplete. A little bit overthrown that time. Nate Fournette, the defensive back, the cornerback, on the coverage there for Mansfield.
It looks like there was pressure coming in the pocket there. Jackson Hart just had to unload. He just saw the blind side and just wanted to throw that one away. Unable to connect with his receiver there.
The thing about passing on first down, if you don't get it, now it's 2nd and 10. That's tough, you know, because
you're going to give the ball off to Gramlich. I feel like that's what's coming up next.
Well, Gramlich, a huge 14-yard gain. We had Andrews earlier break one for 18. A lot of weapons on this Dartmouth offense. And it is Gramlich this time, and he has room up the middle. Gramlich out of the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 16 and the 3rd first down of this drive for the Dartmouth Indians.
I swear it's the good luck charm, I guess. You know, I've been calling it for the past 2 plays. It was just Ray Gramlich. Give the ball to him, and he's going to really unload for you.
Ray Gramlich has a team-leading 12. Running back position, can also play some linebacker. And a big run there for Dartmouth. 1st and 10. The ball positioned at just inside the 25-yard line of Mansfield. Ramblick trying to get a running start that time. Crashes into the interior of that line. Mason Boderi, the outside linebacker, the junior. 6'2", 175, makes the stop for the Hornets.
They knew they were going to run up that middle, and they just collapsed with that pocket and just got the stop there for Mansfield.
Still, however, the Indians, you know, they still get positive yardage, you know, even when it's not the best gain. I mean, they haven't had anything negative.
Not at all.
And Mansfield has, so 2nd down and 8. Dartmouth defense has come up big all year. Can they do it again against this higher seeded team? Here's Hart.
You got to run it here.
Hart lets it go, and it's incomplete. They really didn't seem to be near any of the intended receivers down there.
Down and 8.
Looks like Asante Aurora was down there for one. But the ball bounced well short of the intended receivers.
There was 2 receivers back there, and they were he was throwing it into triple coverage there. Critical play there could have resulted in an interception there.
Maybe the Indians do have a field goal kicker, Aiden Gendron.
And he's got a boot too. You know, Louis Freitas last year, who we lost, he can. I saw him kicking warm-ups too, and like he's got a boot of a leg as well. So, yeah, timeout here from Mansfield.
So that's their second timeout of the half.
Indians.
Oh, okay, so they've each taken one timeout with 5:19 to go here in the first quarter up at Mansfield High School. Paul Santos alongside Ben Smith, Jim Thompson down in Florida right now, hopefully looking in. And, you know, we had that whole fan of the game thing, and we're going to give away a Rolls Royce. Rumor has it that Thompson jumped in the Rolls Royce and drove to Florida.
Yeah, I believe that. He told me that.
Word on the street.
Yeah, he told me that the other day. He was like, "Hey, you want a Rolls Royce after the game?" And I'm like, "Sure." I mean, the only Rolls Royce he's probably gonna sell is a 1940s one. So.
Well, we hope folks that are following Dartmouth High School football along Dartmouth Community Media, not only around the town of Dartmouth, but all the alumni around the state, around the country, down in Florida, wherever you happen to be looking in. We're happy to have you looking in. We don't have our full crew with our multi-camera shooting our replays and all that, but we really wanted to get this game on so that folks could follow the process right through the playoffs, and we're hoping that you're looking in and enjoying it on the 3rd down and 8 now for Dartmouth. Out it goes to Andrews. Andrews breaks it. Goodbye. Touchdown, Marcus Andrews. 22 yards, and Dartmouth takes the lead.
Great play there for Jackson Hart to screen pass to the near side to Marcus Andrews. They've been known for that all year long, like I said earlier, and they connect with that time. Marcus Andrews, 10 on the year for him. Impressive senior year for him.
Aiden Gendron getting ready to attempt the extra point. Now, last week he had a couple of good ones and a couple that didn't go so well, so let's see if he can put this one up. And no, this one is blocked.
Kick is blocked.
The Indians have had some issues with these extra point kicks, so hopefully this will not come back to haunt them. The Indians have to settle for a 6-0 lead, 5:10 to go here in the first quarter.
Well, here's the thing. The Indians have been suffering with that all season long. It's their special teams. I feel like their offense and defense have been really well, but their special teams, not really on point so far this season, Paul. You know, we saw it last week where they gave up big this time around, hoping that the Indians defense, special teams, gets a stop there.
So that was a nice run there by Marcus Andrews. We understand that we do have the replay, so I hope you enjoy looking at the replays as we put them up there. We do not have a monitor, so we can't see the replays, but Peter Chase, our crackerjack director, producer, Mr. Everything, head of Dartmouth Community Media, he's over there cranking out the replay. So we hope you're enjoying this contest here, the MIAA Division III football tournament. If Dartmouth wins this game, they will play next Friday night depending on what happens in that other game, they could host the game or they could be on the road again. We'll have to wait and see how that turns out.
Yeah.
So it's Bill Ricker and Walpole. So now if Walpole wins, then the game's in Dartmouth, right?
Yep.
If Bill Ricker wins, then the game's in Bill Ricker.
Correct.
So how long does it take to get to Bill Ricker?
I think it's another 30 minutes from here, Paul. So,
As Peter Chase looks over in horror. All right, here we go. Aiden Gendron kicks it off. It's collected here at about the 5-yard line. And here comes the runner. That's Sean McCoy. The ball is loose. And it looks like Mansfield has recovered. That was Sean McCoy. He's a senior, 6 feet, 175 pounds on the return for the Mansfield Hornets, and they will have their second possession of the day. The ball is at about the 23-yard line. So the second time now that Mansfield has possessed the football, and they had a high-powered offense. Big win last week against Doherty, putting up a lot of points on the board, and now we have a penalty flag on the play. The ball looked like it squirted loose. I don't know if he snapped it.
The ball?
False start penalty against
it was a false start, so
first and 15.
It'll be a 5-yard penalty and a 1st and 15. So that's the second time we've seen Mansfield hurt themselves with a false start penalty. Really hurt him in that first drive.
Yeah. You could tell by the first drive, like, it was just, couldn't track him down on the first drive. They just stalled on that. So
1st and 15, Tom Villette is your quarterback for the Mansfield Hornets. Villette hands it off. Here comes Sean McCoy. McCoy is brought down at about the 29-yard line by Dartmouth. And as Ray Gramlich jumping in on his defensive side of the ball, making the stop.
Great play there by Gramlich, getting that outside edge and trying to make the tackle before the running back could get more yardage on the play there.
See Sean McCoy running on special teams. He's a senior, 6 feet, 170. And Villette is a junior quarterback, 6'3", 180. Second down and 4 for the Mansfield Hornets.
A lot of 6-foot players on this team too, Paul.
Yeah, a lot of big kids. McCoy in motion. McCoy gets the ball. This time McCoy has some pretty good running room. He gains about 12 yards and picks up the first down of the game for the Mansfield Hornets.
Good for a Hornet. First down.
Great play there from the Hornets and getting the first down there. Got the outside edge again. Fool the Indians there. I almost said Patriots for a second. But they fooled them there on the far side.
Mansfield got the ball first, went 3 and out. The Indians got the ball and marched it down the field for 6. Man in motion that time is Tarigny. Villette is your quarterback, under signal this time. McCoy gets the pitch. They try to get McCoy to the outside. He seems to be the workhorse, and he seems to be somebody who... Oh, that looks like Aiden. Was that Aiden Gendron that got shoved?
No, that was
Marcus Andrews.
Marcus Andrews, number 13. Yeah, late shove, but there's going to be no penalty that time.
I mean, that should be a penalty there.
Gain of 8, 2nd and 3.
Second down
like he shoved him in the face
from the 45.
2nd and 2, rather, on the gain of 8. But yeah, this McCoy, he seems to be the guy. He's one of the co-captains along with Matt Tarigny. Eben Schultz is the 3rd co-captain, and of course, Tommy Villette, the quarterback, not a co-captain. He is a junior, and he's out of the shotgun this time on 2nd down and short.
And they faked
Big handoff.
Great
The
stop.
Indians come swarming in. I thought for a second maybe the ball might have come loose, but it did not. And contributing to that tackle there, Jaden Claudio, the defensive end.
And there's a late penalty here. This is going to be an unsportsmanlike on
after the play.
Mansfield here. I guess one of the players grabbed the face mask of Tom Quinn. They're really getting shifty there to start off.
Yeah, you know, that last play, there was a shove clearly after the play. Then I think even quarterback Hart kind of got a pretty good hit to the head.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Hornets.
So it's unsportsmanlike conduct against the Mansfield Hornets.
So another 15-yard penalty, though, here.
So So that brings the ball way back. I mean, instead of a 3rd and short, which looked like a very makeable first down, especially the way Mansfield had moved the ball, you're talking about 3rd down at about 20.
Yeah.
3rd and 20.
Now you got to count on your secondary here because they're going to really go in the air here. And they're really known for their deep ball too, I heard. Like
they're not known for it? Is that what you said?
They're known for like.
They're known for it.
Throwing in the air mostly.
Well, Tommy Valoy, the quarterback, will get to see his skill set here. I mean, they got to get the ball, at least if they're going to gamble and go on 4th down, they got to get it within a couple of yards of the 4th down marker, given the fact that the 1st down marker was in their own territory. So they'll call it 3rd and 19.
They're showing blitz here, Paul.
Tommy Vallette dropping back. Under barrage. Does he get away? No, he does not. He gets tripped up from behind as he tried to get away.
Brady Boparlin, great stop there from behind. 4th down now. Impressive defense so far for the Indians. Great first quarter, and I hope to continue this throughout the game.
Brady Boparlin, just a junior, grabbing the runner around his ankles and bringing him down. Creates up a 4th down and about 18 yards, so the Indians should get some terrific field position here. They'll be punting from about their own 15-yard line. Indians should get some terrific field position.
Ooh,
just barely got that away. That's Tommy Vallette. Collected here by Nunes Medeiros, Jaden Nunes Medeiros. He was swarmed under. Thought for a second, based on that hit, that he almost lost the ball.
Slow to get up.
Fortunately, did not lose the ball, and the Indians will take over, and the field position, I would say, is fair. And the Indians have their 2nd possession of the game.
Indians went 86 yards on the last drive here. Now they're at the oh, they got a penalty again. This is getting really choppy here, Paul.
Well, yeah, chippy, I guess would be the phrase. Yeah, they're getting chippy. These guys are having some trouble not getting overly excited. Yeah. And I'm sure that Rick White is saying, hey, be cool. Let's not do what they're doing, you know. Leave it all on the field, but let's play the game the way it's supposed to be played. So Dartmouth has the ball 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line. Referee having some discussion there with Mansfield head coach Mike Redding.
1st and 10.
Does look like there was not going to be any call here, but perhaps a warning. So the Indians with their 2nd possession. Mansfield going 3 and out 2 times in a row. 4 wide receivers for Dartmouth's offense. Ramblick. Double reverse. Here comes Andrews. Andrews puts his head down.
That's going to be a penalty. So that's going to be a personal foul now.
Abe McIntyre, the outside linebacker, the junior, delivered the hit.
Abe McIntyre on the stop. There is a no flag on
no flag.
Gonna pick that one up. Looked like a pretty good hit, but I couldn't really tell if there was anything improper about it.
No, it didn't go head to head there. It looked like it was helmet to helmet, but
from the 36.
It looked like he clearly got the shoulder pad.
So we'll mark that down as a gain of 4. 49 seconds left here in the first quarter. Dartmouth leading 6-0 in the early going of this Elite 8 game from Mansfield High School. 4 wides. Inside handoff. Here comes Ray Gramblick. Gramblick gets the first down and more. Big hit, gets past midfield, down to the enemy 48. And another first down, gain of 15.
Ray Gramblick bringing the boom there. Just used that hit stick on that play and picking up the first down for the Indians. Great play there for Dartmouth. And the Indians pass midfield now.
Gramblick just showing how tough a football player he is. Not only the hard yardage all year, but you know, The other team is not doing themselves any favors playing chippy because the Indians are saying, okay, you want to play like that? We're coming right at you.
Yeah.
And Gramlich put his shoulder down and just blasted his way for a gain of like 5 extra yards on that run.
End of the first.
But the end of the first quarter, it is Dartmouth 6 and the Mansfield Hornets nothing. Dartmouth Indians scoring on a 22-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Jackson Hart to wide receiver and slot receiver Marcus Andrews, his 10th touchdown of the year, and Jackson Hart's 11th touchdown pass of the year. The extra point was blocked, and the Indians with a 6-0 lead. But how about the Dartmouth defense? 3 and out twice for this Mansfield team.
Impressive so far. Allowed 1 first down there, Paul. And
Oh, you're right, yes.
Yeah, they got the first down, but great play from the defense. So far this season, so far this game specifically, number 3 overall team. You're playing really impressive against them and stopping the run, stopping the quarterback. It's really impressive for the Indians.
Well, Mansfield, right? They're the number 3 seed. They finished the regular season at 6 wins and 3 losses. Dartmouth, the number 6 seed, finishing the season at 7 wins and 2 losses. But Mansfield's offense, very explosive. They have scored 40 points or more 5 times during the course of the season. So they can really turn it on at times. And they had a big win last week against Doherty.
Yeah, great. Dartmouth played Doherty last year. Different result as Mansfield, but Mansfield's always has been a good offense and great coach along the way.
Jackson Hart carries the ball up the middle over his offensive line. Tackled there by Mason Boderi, the outside linebacker, 6'2", 175. Minimal gain, but they'll give him 3 on that. 2nd down and 7. And Dartmouth, no negative yardage on any of these runs. And Mansfield has actually hurt themselves, too, with penalties. Every time they've had the ball, not only false starts, but they've had a couple of unsportsmanlike penalties. And really shot themselves in the foot on those drives, as well as Dartmouth's defense being solid.
Yeah, most of the, I was going to add on to that, last year during the vote game, one of the players got into Marcus's head and Marcus just ate a bowl of crow. It's like poke the bear moment. So the Indians are kind of like the poke the bear right now, and they're currently working their way on offense.
That was Ray Gramlich, the senior, on the carry that time. Picks up a couple more. So the Indians facing an unusual 3rd and long. Most of their 3rd downs have been 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. This one's about a 3rd and 5, but the ball is past midfield down at the enemy 42-yard line. What will they do? 4 wideouts, and of course Gramlich stationed right next to Hart. Pass.
Yeah, PI.
Incomplete. I think there was contact, but there will be no call there as Asante Aurora was down there, the intended receiver. And Cam Goff, the defensive back, was covering it there for the Hornets. But it did look like there was some contact there. But
it looked like he grabbed the shoulder pad there. I'm shocked that they didn't even call a penalty there.
Now 4th down and 5. We'll see if the Indians decide to punt the ball. I mean, it's too early in the game to get too risky. And the thought process, of course, bury them and let your defense go to work. Mansfield's offense hasn't showed anything yet. They've hurt themselves with penalties and so forth, but Dartmouth defense has played well, and the idea is we'll try to bury them. Back deep, number 1, Sean McCoy, and Darian Sanders, Aiden Gendron. They're doing the punting, and now we have a flag on the play. Let's see, it looks like Mansfield is indicating that the penalty might be against Dartmouth, and it is. So it'll be a 5-yard false start penalty. So they'll punt the ball from 5 yards back. Not really going to hurt them that much. Give the punter a little bit more room.
Yeah. I mean, you want to get a little bit more room. You want to be comfortable when you're punting here for the Indians. You want to pin them back really deep in their own territory.
So Aiden Gendron punting from his own 38-yard line. As we said, Donovan and McCoy back deep. And it's going to be McCoy. He reached out for the ball. Flag on the play.
No way. That shouldn't be a flag.
Fair catch by the Hornets.
He had the ball in the hands. That's not a flag.
Eric Stevens, number 5, charging in. And it looked like he was running forward to run the ball. I don't think there was a fair catch indicated.
There wasn't.
So we'll have to see what the penalty is.
And he didn't have the ball in, and he had the ball in the hands
personal
too.
foul penalty against the Indians.
Was that a personal foul?
First and 10.
Rick
Hornets
White is putting his
from
hands
their
up
own 32.
as if to say, huh? Yeah, it looked like McCoy was running forward, trying to get the ball and run, which means that he's fair game to be hit, and he's fair game to be hit hard.
Exactly, and he was just in the Indians were not even close to him. He already had the ball in the hands. That's a clear football play. That's football.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line is where the Mansfield Hornets will begin. A break for them. The penalties have gone against them pretty much for most of the game. McCoy gets the handoff.
And they're going to get a face mask.
Yeah, they
That's a
did.
good call.
It looked like
On the
Tom
carry.
Quinn reached up
There is
and
another
grabbed him
flag on the
along
play.
the face mask. The runner, McCoy. So a penalty against Dartmouth. So the game started with a number of penalties against Mansfield, and all of a sudden the last two back-to-back have been against Dartmouth.
Yeah, so this is going to give him extra more 15 yards. And Coach White does not like personal fouls. I spoke to him many times about that, and he's like, the least favorite penalty I hate is just the personal
First
foul
down
penalty,
and 10
because it can cost you
from
more
midfield.
yardage on
Yeah,
any point.
And it shows a lack of discipline. Now that one before, I don't think it was really Dartmouth's fault, but this last one, right there, you got back-to-back 15-yard penalties. That's 30 yards. Ball just went from the 20-yard line all the way to the 50. So a big boost here for Mansfield, trailing 6-0. McCoy is in motion. He's been doing a majority of the ball carrying, and he carries the ball past the 40-yard line down to about the 39-yard line. It looked like Gramlich contributed to the stop along with Asante Aurora, the defensive back. Big first down there, though. That's a gain of, let's see, the ball was at the 50-yard line, so there's a gain of about 11. Tell you that, McCoy, you can tell he's dangerous because he does a lot of the outside running, kind of like Andrews does. Probably bigger, stronger than Andrews, but Andrews is faster than him. But he still makes you pay around the outside once he gets that momentum going. You can tell he's a talented player.
Yeah, and he's really slippery too. He's
a
lined up
senior.
in the left side now as receiver.
Here's Villette. He's letting it rip to the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Mansfield! Wow! A 39-yard touchdown bomb by quarterback Villette, and it's tied at 6.
From Tommy Villette to Andrew D.
Wait, the Red Sox just hit a home run? Hey, the light shows are going on right now. We were just talking about that earlier in the game.
Andrew DiGaramolo is the person who received that pass. And how about that, a 39-yard bomb.
That was a great pass. That reminded me of like Jackson Hart earlier this season when he connected to Jaden Nudes-Medeiros for the touchdown pass against Old Rochester. Not a good start on the Indians defense in the second quarter.
James Warren puts that one right down the middle. So special teams, those extra points, they can come back to haunt you. 9:17 to go here in the second quarter. It is now Mansfield 7 and Dartmouth 6. Again, that's a 39-yard touchdown pass from the quarterback, Tommy Villette. 2, Andrew DiGaramolo. There you go.
Back deep for the Indians. Number 13, Marcus Andrews. Number 21,
Tell you, when we
Randy
saw
Gramlich.
the quarterback drop back, we really didn't get to see him unleash a pass like that. But boy, he let that one rip. And it was a tight spiral. It was right on the money. The receiver got right behind the defensive back, and he put it right in the arms of his intended receiver. Very impressive pass there. So here we go. Dartmouth collects the ball in their own territory.
Jaden's really scary on returns.
Yeah, that's him right there. That's Jaden Nunes-Medeiros. That's a good return. And the Indians have decent field position as they will move the sticks up down to around the 30-yard line or so, where Dartmouth takes over 1st and 10. Wow, that was a stunner. Dartmouth was really doing well. A couple of good possessions on defense, a couple of good possessions on offense, and those penalties, those back-to-back unsportsmanlike conduct penalties really hurt.
Yeah, I mean that personal foul, the first personal foul, I don't think that punt shouldn't have been a personal foul, but that face mask was definitely a personal foul penalty. But like the Indians just stalled on defense that time around. You really had to count out your secondary on a 3rd down and long, and the Indians could connect there on defense.
So 1st and 10 for Dartmouth here in the 2nd quarter. Dartmouth trailing 7-6. Gramlich is in motion. But Hart keeps the ball. Right down the middle he goes, down to about the 39-yard line. That's a nice 9-yard gain for the Dartmouth senior quarterback. Done such a great job running the ball up the middle like that. Linebacker Matt Torigny making the tackle there for the Hornets.
What's crazy is, you know, Jackson didn't even play tackle football growing up and just started playing tackle football in high school. And he's been a really slippery quarterback for the Indians and proven that he's one of the best quarterbacks in the area of Dartmouth.
And he did get a 10-yard gain on that, so it's a 1st down Dartmouth at the 40. There goes Gramlich. Gramlich dives forward for some extra yardage, but he was kind of tripped up in the backfield there. Good penetration there by Mansfield number 5, Tom Muldoon. He's a defensive back. Still got a couple out of that, though, 2nd down and 8. Very important possession here for Dartmouth. I know we said that before, but, you know, Mansfield came back. Big score like that, kind of a gut punch by Mansfield. You really want to do something on your next possession.
Yeah, on your next possession, you gotta get, you gotta really cook here.
2nd down and 8. Jackson Hart, your senior quarterback, looking to throw this time. Lofts it over, incomplete. That was intended for Nunes-Medeiros.
3rd down and 8 from the 42.
Excuse me, Derek Stevens and Riley Sigmund. He was the man on coverage there for Mansfield.
Dartmouth fans wanted a flag there. Nowhere to be found. I don't think that was a flag. I thought that was good coverage there from Riley Sigmund.
7:42 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Real good game so far, 7-6. You got to wonder about those special teams. Anytime you see extra points missed, especially in low-scoring games, you worry about what that could be. But let's see what happens here on the 3rd down and 8. And Hard with a quarterback draw. Not enough. Not enough. Gains only about 3 or 4 on that.
Hard on
That's
the
going to be
keeper.
a 4th down and 5 to go.
On the hit for the Hornets.
And the Dartmouth Indians are going to have to punt the football this time,
4th and 6.
as Ramari
From the
Fernandez,
44.
the defensive lineman, 6'1", 245, coming up with the tackle, and Dartmouth will be punting the ball away. So this is going to be huge now for Mansfield. They came down the field and scored that last time. And now Dartmouth calling on offense. Feel like the momentum is shifting towards the Mansfield Hornets right now.
A lot of momentum has shifted, especially on that first drive, giving up a touchdown. You can tell like both sides have shifted on defense too.
Aiden Gendron kicks.
They're gonna let this one go.
Mansfield's going to let that one roll down inside the 20. Down to about the 10-yard line, so at least Dartmouth has pinned Mansfield back, giving Mansfield tough field position, and they'll take over 1st and 10. As we said, a 22-yard touchdown pass from Jackson Hart to Marcus Andrews got the Indians on the board. And then a very nice to watch 39-yard touchdown pass from Tom Vallette to the wide receiver. I'm going to flip this over to the other page. Andrew DiGirolamo for that touchdown. They got the extra point, we didn't. That's why it's 7-6. 1st and 10. Starting from deep in their own territory, inside the 15.
Indians running that 3-4.
Vallette pumps, throws, has a man open in the middle of the defense there. Marcus Andrews makes the tackle, but it's a nice catch there by Matt Torigny, the senior tight end, 6'3", 210, 1st down. It's like that. Bing,
That's a
bang,
gain
boom,
of
first down.
16
Really
yards.
seem to be getting more
First and
comfortable now.
10
Yeah,
at
it
the
looked like
Hornet
Tom Quinn was
29.
going in on the pressure there, and the quarterback was able to unload to his wide receiver.
First and 10, just like that. Mansfield Hornets moving from deep in their own territory.
They're going to shift the quarterback to the end.
McCoy pitches it back. Here's Gio Scarpellini.
Gio Scarpellini on the
Scarpellini down to
carry.
about the 31-yard line.
Michael
Joe Johnson
Buck on the stop.
came in there, contributing to the stop, setting up a second down and about 7.
That's a gain of 3.
The
It'll
clock
be
continues to
second
wind
down
down
and
here,
7
5:51 to go
from
in
the
the half.
32.
Now, Laurie Loss of the New Bedford Standard Times predicting a 2-point Dartmouth win. And when I saw that, I thought, well, this is going to be a great game because she's pretty good at predicting the games that are going to be close, that could go either way. Maybe she's smelling an upset here. We'll find out very early in the game so far. Second down. To Rigney. Now it's McCoy. Oh, McCoy cuts back the other way. McCoy
Great run.
Sean McCoy on the carry.
brings the ball down to about the 45-yard line. Wow, what a nice run there by
Graham
McCoy. That's
on
another
the
first
stop.
down.
That's
Sean
another
McCoy,
first down for
the
the
senior,
Hornets.
6 feet,
On their own
170
46.
pounds. Move the sticks again for the Mansfield Hornets. Feels like Mansfield has kind of found their groove. Came out struggling a little bit, threw incomplete, bunch of penalties. Really looking a lot more comfortable out there as Tarigny goes in motion. And McCoy gets the ball again. McCoy
Sean
past
McCoy
the 50,
again on the carry.
down to about the 48-yard line, maybe the 47. Tell you, Sean McCoy, he's one of the co-captains. I was told before the game that he has scored
Derek
6
Stevens
touchdowns in the last 2
on the
weeks.
stop.
So he's really turned on his game over the last few weeks. He has about 10 on the season, but especially over the last few weeks with
Thomas
the chips on the
Quinn
table
also on that stop
and
for
the lights are
Indians.
brightest, playoffs,
Second
late season, he's
down
really turned up
and
his game.
4 from the 48.
So second down for the Hornets at the Dartmouth Indian 48-yard line. Millette fakes a pitch. Handoff back to McCoy, not this
Sean
time.
McCoy again on the carry.
Great stop. That looked like it was.
Smothering them under.
Looked like it was.
Who's the last guy up? Is that Quinn?
That is Tom Quinn.
Thomas
Yep.
Quinn again on the stop. That is a loss of 1
Tom
on the
Quinn
play.
doing the job out there tonight.
Third
Looked
down
like
and
Jaden
5
Claudio was there as well.
from the 49.
The last game I did against Old Rochester, Tom Quinn was out that day. You know, and he's just been the leader for this team. He's
Timeout,
really their
Indians.
Mike on defense. So they can't go anywhere without him on defense, no matter what. I mean, he's just a good player for them.
Big timeout taken there by Dartmouth with 3:38 to go here in the half. Good timeout there by Rick White. He's looking at the situation at hand, situational football. Third down at about 5 to go. Big play in the game here is Mansfield looking for a first down here, try to keep possession as we wind down the second quarter, and Dartmouth's behind by 1. They've got to stop them here.
Yeah, you got to stop them here. The last time they did a 3rd down and 5, it was just a deep ball down the field that resulted into a touchdown for Mansfield. So you don't want to give that error this time around. You want to get a stop here and force a punt for the Indians.
And sometimes on the 3rd and 5, you're being too aggressive to try to stop them, figuring maybe they're going to go for a short run, try to get the first down, and that's when you can get in trouble down in the secondary. That's what happened last time.
Yeah, and then you just fool the secondary. You got so much pressure coming in on the front line, and then you just unload the deep ball down the field. It was just a critical play there for the Indian secondary on the second drive, I believe, where they scored.
So here we go, 3rd down and 5.
3rd down and 5.
Tommy Villette, the junior quarterback. Sets up out of the shotgun. Has Donovan Minton in the backfield with him.
False start.
This will be the 3rd one
False start.
against
penalty against the
Mansfield.
Hornets. It'll be 3rd down and 10 from the Hornet.
Changes
46.
everything, turns a 3rd down and 5 into a 3rd down and 10. It gives Dartmouth defense a little bit of breathing room. Not that Mansfield isn't capable of picking it up, but
Yeah.
big mistake there by Mansfield. 3 times in the game today, false starts.
3 times so far. Not a great start here for Mansfield to start this game off.
Except for that one big play. They had a couple of big plays in that drive, but some key mistakes. Let's see, a big 3rd down here for Mansfield and a big play for Dartmouth on defense with 3:38 to go in the first half. Millette has McCoy in motion. Fake handoff. Pass. Caught. And I believe he's in first down territory.
Pass is complete to
Oh, a
Andrew
big
DiGirolamo.
first down there is number 15,
First
Andrew
down, Hornets.
Girolamo, who cut that touchdown, 6'4", 195. Finds a spot in that secondary
Marcus
just
Andrews on
beyond
the stop for the
the
Indians.
first down marker, and a big first down turned in there by Mansfield.
Yeah, great pass there in stride, right down the middle. Got him in stride, got the first down, and they move the chains here. 1st down and 10. 3:10 left.
First and 10, now they're down at the 42-yard line. 3:03 to go in the half. Millette on the screen pass. A lot of real estate along the side there. He'll be forced out of bounds as Gio
with the
Scapolini.
carry.
He's just a sophomore, 5'10", 155 pounds. Kind of a small guy, but he takes the screen, utilizes the extra real estate, and picks up a nice gain. Going to be 3rd and 2.
Raymond Dremlick on the stop. That is a gain of 8. It'll be 3rd and 2 from the Indian 34.
Yeah, the Indians have had some difficulty.
2nd down and 2.
2nd down and 2. Some difficulty in stopping these guys lately on first down. I mean, 2nd and 2. I mean, this is a time where you can just unleash one and still not be worried about the first down.
They're showing blitz here.
Quarterback is keeping it. Out of bounds he goes, and now a lot
What a
of
hit.
activity along the sidelines
Tommy
there. That was a pretty
Vallette
good
on
size
the
hit, but the
keeper.
thing is, he still gets the first down.
When you have a big body like that and you're 6'3", and you can just bully your way through Asante Aurora, you know, he's just a great lockdown corner, but like that play, Asante couldn't track him
First
down.
and 10. Hornets
Got
at
the
the
hit stick
Indian
there.
29.
Picked up the first.
So the ball is now at the Dartmouth Indian 29-yard line. John McCoy setting up as a wideout this time. Matt Tarigny in motion. Ball is snapped to Gio Scarpelletti. Scarpelletti gets the direct snap,
Gio Scarpolini
carries the ball
on
around
the keeper.
on the right side of his line and picks up a couple of yards. Interesting call there with the ball
Tom
going straight to
Quinn
him.
on the stop.
It's the first time we've seen a direct snap to anybody but the quarterback. Picks up about 2 yards, 2nd down, and about 8 with 2:37 to go in the half. Indians got the early lead, missed the extra point, and a 6-0 lead. Everything seemed to be going their way, but the last few possessions, Mansfield has really found their game. And in motion there is Tarigny. Handoff around the side. Nothing doing there is Minton.
Minton on the
Donovan Minton is brought down.
Thomas
Tom Quinn coming across to make the stop. And that's going to be a loss of about
4
5.
yards on the play.
3rd down and 12.
3rd and 12 from the
The
31.
Indians with a big play there on defense. I think we're in 4-down territory, safe to say. So the 3rd down and 12 is not insurmountable for the Mansfield Hornets.
You can just run it here if you're Mansfield. You got McCoy, who's just been a great running back for you guys so far. You know, give the ball to him more.
Yeah, got a number of weapons back there.
But he's going to line up as a slot receiver here.
Riley Sigmund split out wide to the left along with D. Girolamo. He's got that touchdown, and he had a nice reception earlier.
Timeout Hornets.
Time out taken here by Mansfield with 1:44 to go. So I believe each team has taken 2 timeouts. Each team has 1 left. And some big strategy going on here between the 2 head coaches, both veterans. Of course, Rick White, been here a couple decades, and you take a look at the Mansfield Hornets coach, Mike Redding, 39 years at the helm.
That's probably the longest I've seen a head coach
Good
coach
run.
a team. Yeah, great run so far. And I hope like Coach White can do that too. You know, he's been a coach for over maybe 3 decades now too. But as a head coach, he's probably been here for almost 20 years. I think he took over the job in 2003, and he's led the team, the Indians, to 2 Super Bowls back-to-back in 2014 and 15.
Still young enough to be around for a long time.
Of course. You know, Bill Belichick was around for a couple of decades too. It was just.
So let's see what happens here. 3rd down and 12.
3rd down and 12.
Tom Vallette already has a touchdown pass in the bank in this game. Here's the pass, caught, and it's a 1st down. Once again, that man, Andrew DiGirolamo. And a big 1st down. He's got a touchdown reception, and he's got 2 big receptions on this drive.
They're just really connecting on the air today, and the Indian secondary cannot get a stop at all, and they're really just fooling them here.
That's a gain of 15 yards. 1st and 10 at the Indian 17.
So you got to be impressed with the way he throws that ball. McCoy, Sean McCoy carries down over the left side of his offensive line, picks up about 7 yards on that. Ray Gramlich coming up from his defensive back position to make the tackle.
At the 10.
They're really starting to move the ball. They're dominating a little bit more at the line of scrimmage.
I mean, you got plenty of time here. You're under a minute left. You can easily do a chip shot field goal if it doesn't work here on defense, on offense.
Here comes McCoy. A lot of juke steps back and forth.
Sean McCoy again on the
down to about the
that
2-yard line.
First and goal.
And it's going to be 1st and goal to go here for Mansfield.
Indians are out of timeouts though. So
36 seconds left to go in the half. And counting.
1st down, goal to go from the 3.
Tommy Vallette calling signals. Inside handoff, there goes McCoy. And McCoy.
Oh, they got to stop. It's turnover right at the goal line.
It's a fumble recovered by Dartmouth.
Unbelievable.
Ball on that play recovered in the end zone.
It's one of those Buffalo Bills plays there. It looked like it was Ray Gramlich who came up with the recovery. Might have been Michael Hawk, too. I saw him in the mix. It's going to be a touchback.
Ball comes out to the 20-yard line, and a big play, the biggest play of the game so far today, a big turnover by the Hornets as they were marching down the field. They were passing the ball. They were running the ball. It looked like the Indians' defense was getting worn down. And then just like that, the big hit, the fumble, the recovery by Dartmouth, touchback, ball is out of the 20-yard line. There's only 19 seconds left in the half, so the Dartmouth Indians are going to make the decision to kneel on the ball, and that's going to take us to halftime.
Dartmouth has the ball coming 2nd half.
And
so
that will be the final play of the 1st half.
You know, back and forth 1st half, great defense. It's been a really great defensive game. I feel like our offense too, but mainly it's the defense who've been cooking in on both sides of the ball.
So 2 scorers in the half. With 5:10 to go in the 1st quarter, Jackson Hart to a touchdown pass to Marcus Andrews. It was a 22-yard strike. Unfortunately, the field goal, or actually extra point attempt, was blocked. And so Dartmouth had to settle for a 6-0 lead. Then we got a really good look at the arm of their quarterback, Tom Vallette, as he threw a 39-yard touchdown strike to number 15, the junior, Andrew DiGirolamo. And that was a 39-yard strike, as we said. They were able to convert on the extra point, and that's the difference in the game.
Yeah.
So at the end of the 1st half, it is Dartmouth 7. Excuse me, it's Mansfield 7 and Dartmouth 6 as Mansfield leads by 1. Stand by. We've got the 2nd half coming up next right here on Dartmouth Community Media. Back here at Alumni Stadium in Mansfield, Massachusetts, alongside Ben Smith, I am Paul Santos. What an exciting contest we have here in the Elite Eight of the Division III between the number 3 seed Mansfield and the number 6 seed, the Dartmouth Indians. And in the closing moments of that half, it really looked like Mansfield was going to take control of the game. But it appears that Michael Hawk, when we had a chance to look at the replay during the half, looks like he was in there trying to rip the ball out. Looked like after that, the ball came loose, and Aiden Gendron is the one who came up with the ball under the pile. That's one of the biggest turnovers of the Dartmouth Indian season, no question.
What a great play on the goal line there. Great. DJ Rollins.
What, I blew it again? I was practicing during the half.
Yeah.
DJ Rolamo?
DJ Rollins.
DJ Rolamo. Well, DJ Rolamo, I got to tell you, he's a great player. Not only did he catch that touchdown pass, but DJ Rolamo also made a couple of really good catches right in the middle of Dartmouth. What looked like a zone defense just kind of set up shop. And I tell you, you got to be really impressed with the quarterback Villette, because he can step back and he can really let it rip. And his passes are nice, tight, smooth spirals.
Caught him in right in stride there on that pass. It was a 39-yard touchdown pass. Great pass there. Caught him in stride towards the end zone. Lights were flashing. It was just like the Red Sox just hit a home run
I'll
at
tell
Fenway
you,
Park.
DJ Rolamo, he really got some spacing behind the defensive back. You know?
There we go. There
Did
you go.
Did you see DJ Rolamo do that? Yeah, DJ Rolamo just got right behind the defense there. So anyway, we're looking forward to a great second half. You know, one of the things that happened before the game, Mansfield won the toss, elected to receive, and they went 3 and out on their first possession. So it's always nice when that happens. Dartmouth is going to be the beneficiary of being able to get the ball to start the second half, and they really need to do something with it, because it felt like Mansfield was really starting to dominate in the second quarter. Didn't it feel like they were picking up their game, Ben, Mansfield, in the second quarter?
Yeah, I feel like the second quarter was their quarter for them. You know, they threw that touchdown pass, caught in stride. They almost scored another touchdown, but too close to call. They got a fumble at the goal line.
James Warren kicking off.
Ooh.
Collected here by Dartmouth. And that's going to be number 8. That's Jaden Nunes-Medeiros, tackled at the 20-yard line. So the Indians starting deep in their own territory at their own 20-yard line. Let's see what the Indians can do here in the second half. The Indians are hit by a couple of unsportsmanlike penalties. 2 in a row, 15 yards a pop, total of 30 yards, which helped contribute to the drive that resulted in points there for Mansfield. But Mansfield had their own problems. They had an unsportsmanlike penalty in the first quarter, and also had a couple of false start penalties that really hurt them.
Yeah, so Dartmouth right now has 3 penalties, along with Mansfield. Mansfield, they have 4 penalties right now. But like Mansfield's giving them costly yards here on 2 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. So not a great play here.
So here goes hard on the ball fake to Marcus Andrews. Barrels over that offensive line, picks up a few up the middle. That's a play that's had a lot of success, especially where teams have to worry about Marcus Andrews and that speed around the side. But Jackson Hart, he's very, very capable of breaking them big up the middle.
Yeah.
And that time he gets a gain of about 4.
I said it earlier, he's a very slippery player. He's not afraid to run up that middle. He's like Josh Allen, very slippery, gets where he wants. He's very big and just bullies his way through. And that's what I like about Jackson Hart, is he just sees the field very well. And
second down.
Yeah.
And about 6. Ray Gramblick gets the handoff this time. Takes it around the side. Gets hit originally by Mansfield's number 23, Gabe McIntyre. Still manages to pick up about 3 on that, maybe 4. So it's a 3rd down and short, 3rd and 1. And the Dartmouth Indians converted on a number of 3rd downs in that first half. I'd like to see that continue.
That was real short. I thought that he got the first down there. Now I feel like you got to give it back to Gramblick and then really count on your offensive line.
Well, Gramblick came up big on a 3rd and short.
Yeah.
In the first quarter and picked up like 14 yards, I think. 3rd and 1.
Or I could see a screen pass here to Marcus.
Got 4 wideouts, and it is Gramblick. And Gramblick, that hard yardage to the inside. And he picks up a gain of 3 and a first down. Great job by the offensive line as well. And let's just give credit to those guys if we could, because we don't do it often enough. Lucas Patello, Jack Dallacosta, Owen Shirtliff, Jaden Claudio, Aiden Carrero.
Yeah, great interior offensive linemen who have been protecting Jackson Hart, and I was able to talk to him today, is that his center, Lucas Patello, is just got a lot of firepower and is never afraid.
5 wides on first down. Here goes the screen. Oh, and unfortunately, it goes off the fingertips of Andrews. There's no way that that is a lateral. That was definitely a forward pass. So that's an incomplete pass, and it's a 2nd down and 10. You hate to see that happen because, you know, 2nd down and 10, you know, it's not the same thing as 2nd and 7 or 2nd and 5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to bring those in, especially against a team like Mansfield. You can't make any mistakes.
I feel like they might go on the ground here with Gramlich here on this play.
Well, the hard yardage to the inside, I'll tell you. 3rd down and 1, it's almost like money.
Yeah, of course, you know, when you give them credit on the offensive line, you just got to push your way through when you're Ray Gramlich.
Indians swapping off here. Asante Aurora is the lone receiver to the top of your screen. And now Andrews. Andrews doesn't get it. It's Hart. Hart with the ball fake. Loose ball. And is it Mansfield picking up this fumble?
Like
and it is. It's Mansfield's ball. Big mistake here by the Indians.
Whoa.
There's a ball fake there to Andrews, who was so quick around the side, but Jackson Hart with the ball fake takes it up the middle, but then as he was just about to try to stretch it, took a hit, ball popped loose, and now Mansfield has the ball in enemy territory at the Dartmouth 40. That one hurts. Still 7-6 in favor of Mansfield. So the Dartmouth defense will be called upon again to come up huge. First and 10 at the 40. Paul Santos alongside Ben Smith. Hope you're enjoying this telecast on Dartmouth Community Media Live in the round of the Elite 8.
That was just a disappointing play there from the Indians. Just ball security is really key, and you've really have heard that all season long.
That's Mason Boderi, number 16. He is a junior, 6'2", 175. I'll tell you, Mansfield, they have a lot of guys they can go to here. You got McCoy, you got Sigmund, you got Tarigny. Of course, we mentioned Andrew DiGirolamo. And, of course, we haven't even heard a lot from Eben Schatz. So there's a lot of guys they can go to here. And they're all good, they're all strong, and they got a deep team.
Yeah. And you could tell by today, a bunch of 6-foot players on this team, and they're really outsizing the Indians right now. It's a different advantage game. A little bit of a disadvantage for the Indians.
Man Tarigny now sets up to the left of quarterback Villette. Man in motion is McCoy. McCoy twists and turns forward. Sean carries forward, and he gets a gain of about 5, and it's a first down. So just like that, Mansfield converts on a number of running plays, and it's first down, and the ball is at the Dartmouth Indian 29. Dangerous time in the game here for Dartmouth. Each team with a big turnover. Dartmouth turning it over just as Mansfield was about to score at the end of the first half. Absolutely huge, monumental. But then the Indians coughing it up right here, giving Mansfield an opportunity to score.
Great stop.
Oh, what a stop is right. Number 22 barreling his way across there
That was Aiden Carrero there
for the
on
Dartmouth
stop.
Indians. Aiden Carrero. Wow, what a great play there. As it's a loss of 4 yards. Wow, he needed that one.
Yeah, Carrero just sticked his full arm out and got that stop there. Great way to get the arm and get the stop for the Indians. This is a huge loss here for Mansfield.
Second down in about 13. Tom Villette split backfield this time. Man in motion is McCoy. Villette pitches it out. Here comes number 22, and that is Donovan Minton. Minton down past the 25. He's not going to have enough for a first down. Dartmouth's defensive back, Derek Stevens, the cornerback actually, forcing him out of bounds. Because it was a second down and about 13, it's going to be short of the first down.
This is going to be a penalty on Dartmouth. here. I guess they're going to call Marcus.
Marcus Andrews.
Chop block.
Personal foul call.
Another personal foul. That one really hurts. It looked like the Indians were in a situation where they were about to put Mansfield in a 3rd and relatively long.
Now they're inside the 20 in the red zone now.
15-yard penalty, so it goes way down there. It's going to be a first down. And 10 to go. And I'm going to say we're at an interesting angle over here. It's about the 12-yard line, maybe?
10, Hornets at the Indian 13.
13. First and 10 at the 13. Well, there's only so many times that Mansfield's going to be down that deep and not get in. The last time it was a miracle play. And Michael Hawk reaching in there, ripping it out, Gendron coming up under the pile. I don't know how many times that can happen.
Overall, this is just a defensive game. Like I said at the end of the first half, actually, both teams have been really continuing to play really well on both sides on defense. Like that stop right there.
Nothing doing that time. Tom Quinn coming up to contribute to the stop. Aiden Carrero was also there along with number 63. Phelan Rothwell Packard contributing to the stop. That sets up a 2nd down and 9. Only a gain of 1 on that one.
That's a gain of 1.
So a little bend but not break, as you were talking about before, Ben. That's what we need here.
Yeah, especially you got to count on your interior defensive lineman here too. You got Claudio, a really good, leads the team in sacks so far this season. You know, Phelan Rothwell too, joined in a little bit late on the season, but has been a really good defensive player for the Indians.
2nd and 9, Vallette. Handoff. McCoy.
Ooh,
McCoy twisting, turning, and barreling into that Dartmouth Indian defense. But he's going to be brought down. Brady Boparlin coming up to contribute to that stop. Only a gain of about 4 on that. Sets up a 3rd and 5.
I'm really calling Sean McCoy LaShawn McCoy because he reminds me of his reminds me of a little LaShawn McCoy when he played for Philadelphia in his prime. I remember watching him growing up, you know, one of the greatest running backs throughout the past decade in the 2010s for sure.
Interesting here, right? Because 3rd down and 5, right? It's 4-down territory. I mean, would they entertain a field goal to make it a 4-point game if they don't get the first down? I guess we'll worry about that when it happens. Right now it's 3rd and 5.
I'd go for it if I'm Mansfield. If you are close. Yeah,
McCoy, we've got a penalty. Or is it a timeout? No, it's a last-second timeout by Mansfield.
Timeout Hornets.
Mansfield, that's their first timeout of the second half. And it comes at an important time, I think, right there. 5:10 to go in the 3rd quarter. Their veteran head coach, Mike Redding, calling that timeout. And we'll see what they come up with. But, yes, it's interesting because, okay, let's say you get the first down. Okay, you get the first down. You just keep going. You get a touchdown. But let's say it's a 4th down and 2. You could kick the field goal. Now it's a 4-point game. So now the other team, obviously Dartmouth, needs a touchdown. On the other hand, you just say, you know what? Let's just go.
Yeah, the way the running game is going so far today for Mansfield, they got to really go for it on 4th down here. And Dartmouth's interior defense is not getting great stops when it comes down the middle.
That's what the analytics would say, right? The analytics say you go when you're down there and it's that close. And
you gotta understand what the analytics say, and you gotta trust them sometimes.
What the Indians need here is to throw them for a loss,
yeah,
which is a tall order, but let's see what Dartmouth's defense can come up with as Tommy Vallette brings him out. McCoy is in motion. Pitch out. Let's see. Oh, what a great tackle in the backfield.
Try to go for a hurdle there. One of those Saquon Barkley type of hurdles, but he's short of the first down here.
That's Marcus Andrews making that tackle.
It's 4th and 1, I believe.
Marcus Andrews just cutting down Gio Scarpellini.
It's 4th down and 2, Paul. I'm going to stick with my opinion. You go for it here.
Right, we talked about this. What happens if you face a 4th and 2? A field goal here by their unit feels almost automatic.
Yeah.
But you only need 2 for the first down. You don't even need a touchdown. You just need 2 for the first down.
I know.
So
they could fake him here with a pass, or they could fake him here with a run.
4th and 2.
They run with that wing tight formation.
Tommy Vallette brings them out. Gives it to Scarpolini.
He gets the
Breaks
first.
a tackle, and he has the first
Oh, he
down.
lost it.
Let's see. No, the ball, it's a first down.
Scarpolini on the
He
carry.
did not lose the ball.
Oh, he was
But
down.
I have to tell you, it looked like there was an initial bump, and it was that second effort that got him past the first down marker, and it's now a first down. You got a fresh set of downs at about the 1.5 yard line.
Yeah, you know, if I'm Philadelphia and like the Eagles, I'd be doing the tush push formation if I'm Mansfield
First
here.
down, goal to go. at the
First down
Indian
at the
2.
2-yard line. I'm taking it to my quarterback and just sneaking it in. Or give it to Sean McCoy, or LaShawn McCoy if you
Yeah,
want.
I mean, there's so many options. You got so
Yeah.
many players that can carry the ball here. Donovan Minton is directly behind Vallette.
Ooh,
It's McCoy.
They're gonna get a
Flags
false
on the
start.
play. Let's see if that's another motion penalty against the offense. That would really be huge for the Indians.
oh, offside.
Offside against Dartmouth, half the distance of the goal
Penalty
line.
against the Indians.
So now it's
That is
first
not-
and goal at the 1 yard line
It'll
now.
be first and goal from the
I
line.
agree with the fans. It looked like they Mansfield jumped first. It looked like one of their
Rick
running
White
backs.
is very upset. He's just livid
Ooh.
on the Dartmouth sideline. I mean, that's big because now you're first and goal at the 1. I mean, if Mansfield doesn't get in here, I mean, you got 4 downs from the 1 yard line.
And at the half-a-yard line too. I mean,
And they've got the benefit of having the lead by 1 because they converted on their extra point and Dartmouth didn't. Dartmouth had theirs blocked. 3:37 and counting here in quarter number 3. Tom Vallette out of the shotgun this time. He's got McCoy next to him. Handoff. McCoy
Stopped
is
him
stopped
there.
at the 1 yard line. Ray Gramlich pops up from the pile.
Gramlich on the stop.
when you show blitz and you know you're going to run it to your running back, you're going to get a stop there. You know, Indians were coming in on a blitz, and they got the stop.
That's a loss of 1.
Loss of 1, second down
to
and
go
goal.
from the 2.
And it's at the 2 yard line. They went right back to the 2.
And plus,
But still, they got 3 more cracks at it.
yeah.
That's the problem. How many times can you stop them?
and plus that Ray came from his full safety position just to come and get that stop there.
Vallette out of the shotgun this time. And in motion is McCoy. Vallette inside
tripped
handoff. He got tripped.
Mason
The running back
Boldieri
could never quite
on
get
the
his
carry.
footing. That was Mason
Step up at the
Boldieri,
2.
the junior
Third
running back, and
down,
that
goal
sets
to
up
go
a
from the
3rd
2.
down.
You know, I'd throw it in the air if I am Mansfield here. You know, two
Well-
plays that failed on the run, you got to throw it in the air this time around and see, you know, our secondary right now is just pretty much stalling. I mean, I'll just throw it up in the air if I'm the opposing team.
Or maybe take it around the side to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, they're going to set up with a receiver to the left.
Whereas DG Romolo wide to the left. And in motion is McCoy. McCoy gets it, puts his head down. He heads into
got
the
it.
end zone, and it's a touchdown for Mansfield.
That is a 2-yard touchdown run.
2-yard run there by
The Hornets
McCoy.
senior captain, number 1, Sean McCoy.
13-6 in favor of Mansfield. Well, McCoy, he's been doing some hard yardage runs here for Mansfield throughout the game, and you wondered whether he was going to eventually get into the end zone, and he comes up big there when the chips are down.
The Indians really have to show up on defense now that you're down
James
1 touchdown.
Warren, an extra
You
point
need a
formation.
touchdown and an extra point here, 2-point conversion, to really tie this game up to 14 apiece.
13-6. Ball is down. Here's the kick,
It is good.
Is up.
and it is just inside the upright, so it's
And
14-6. The Indians are now
It's the
behind
score,
by
the
8 with
Mansfield Hornets
1:55 to go
14,
here in the
the
3rd
Dartmouth
quarter.
Indians 6.
Well, we talked about it before. That kick, that extra point that was blocked, that could come back to haunt the Indians. We hope it doesn't. The Indians need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion just to tie it up. And they need to move on this drive because now the clock is becoming the enemy. 1:55 to go. I mean, it's a 1-possession game and everything, plenty of time. But you really can't afford not to score on this drive, I would venture to say. I mean, you don't have to score on this drive, but doesn't it feel like you need to score on this drive?
Yeah, I feel absolutely like this is depending on the game here. I mean, if I'm Dartmouth, I'm really just giving the ball to Ray Gramlich, use the ground game more. I know we got a fumble on last time. We got to use ball security as well. Keep doing the screen passes to Marcus Andrews and really connect with him to pick up more yardage.
Andrews, Raymond Gramlich. Evan Hafez to kick off.
Evan
for the
Hafez
Hornets.
getting ready to kick off for the Mansfield Hornets. Ray Gramlich back there along with Marcus Andrews. Back deep for the Dartmouth Indians. Indians need a good return here on special teams. They do a little squib kick. Collected here by Dartmouth. That's Asante Aurora. Aurora carries up to the 34-yard line, so I don't know if that really
Asante
worked
Aurora.
well. I mean, it kind of backfired. He gave the Indians a really good field
On
position.
return, number 20.
I don't know that they were really hurt by any of the deep men so far, so Indians get the ball at the 34-yard line.
Indians from their own 34.
Indians run 2 on both sides.
Man in motion is Andrews. Andrews gets the ball this time. Turns the corner past the 35-yard line, maybe to the 37.
Marcus
Seems like
Andrews
most of
on
the time
carry.
the quarterback has been faking to
Ryan
Andrews and
Baller
hanging
on the
on to it.
stop.
This time he gives it to Andrews,
A gain
hoping
of
that he
3.
can
Second and
get
7.
around the side and benefit
From the
from that
37.
great speed that Andrews has, but you got to credit the Hornets defense. They were able to smother him around the corner, only a pickup of 3.
And the Hornets defense, I got to give credit to them. They've been playing really well. It's more of a defensive game so far, both sides of the ball. But, you know, Mansfield's defense cracking on. Another great play there, too, on defense.
Gramlich unable to really get his footing. And he gets thrown down for a very minimal gain. Coming up with a stop that time, Mason Boderi, the outside linebacker, maybe picks up a yard. Third down and 6. So really,
3rd and 6.
last couple of carries there,
From the
the
38.
yards are hard to come by for Dartmouth.
They're going to call a timeout.
Timeout Indians.
So each team has taken one timeout here in the second half. Big timeout there taken by Rick White, because really the last time he took a timeout, it was a defensive timeout on a 3rd and 5. This time they've got the ball on the 3rd down, and I'm going to say about 6. So they really need to draw up something big here, because I don't think the Indians can afford to give the ball back to Mansfield the way they've really started to kind of run more on all cylinders offensively.
Yeah, I have to say, though, Mansfield is just really cracking on offense, and then the Patriots defense can't really hold on today.
Rick White very...
Did I say Patriots? Or I meant to say Indians. I keep...
Well, we're rooting for the Patriots. We're rooting for the Indians. We're hoping our team can pull one out of the hat here. Still early enough. We still got the whole 4th quarter ahead of us. There's 44 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. It's 3rd down and 6. Let's see what veteran head coach Rick White has drawn up here.
I guarantee you it's all those
Hard.
Santos on Sports.
Was thinking about throwing it. Now he does.
Oh.
That was almost intercepted. It was batted down. It looked like he was thinking about throwing it. Then he kind of hesitated, started a run, had no choice but to throw it. And it's incomplete. 4th down and 6. The Indians have no choice but to punt the ball away.
That was a really tight play there. He threw it into double coverage. A critical play could have given him a costly interception and possibly a pick 6 there. I think I'm keep saying Patriots because of those Santos on Sports shows that I join
Yes.
with Chris Santos and you.
Yeah, that's right. Check it out sometime. Santos on Sports on Facebook, YouTube, New Bedford Guide. And when you hear Ben from Dartmouth, you're on the air. I'll give you a hint of who that is. You have some good calls. We appreciate you calling. We always have a lot of fun when you call.
Of course. I really enjoy it. It's like one of my favorite hours on a Tuesday evening.
All right, Aiden Gendron with the kick. Takes a Indian-friendly bounce inside the 25. Is going to come down at around the 23. So that's a good punt there by Dartmouth. Gets the ball deep into enemy territory, and the Indian defense is going to be called upon to make what I would venture to say is a must stop. You can't let them get any more points and turn this into a 2-possession game.
Yeah, you don't want to keep it on a 2-possession game because it could be pretty much over if they hold them on if Mansfield holds them on Dartmouth's offense.
You know, and as it is, 8 points, right? So because of that blocked extra point, the Indians need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Exactly.
That's if you stop them.
Yeah, that's
So,
if you stop them.
Yeah, and by the way, now I could see them kicking a field goal if they get close enough to make it a 2-possession game. But let's see what the Indians defense can come up with. First down and 10 for the Mansfield Hornets.
25 seconds left remaining in the third here.
Wow, nice hit there by the Dartmouth defense. That was number 56, Tom Quinn, as he lays the hit right there on the last gentleman that scored for Mansfield, Sean McCoy.
Yeah,
And there's 10 seconds left on the third quarter. That could be the final play of the quarter, and I believe it will be.
Yeah, Indians have to really crack here. It's a witching hour now.
And that is the end of
The witching hour, huh? Does that mean you have the red zone?
Yeah, I keep watching the NFL red zone every
There's
Sunday.
nothing better than that witching hour.
Yeah, 7 hours of commercial-free football starts now.
14-6 in favor of the Mansfield Hornets. It's come down to the final 12 here at Mansfield's Alumni Stadium. Alongside Ben Smith, Paul Santos, happy to have you looking in. We do have our skeleton crew here, led by the head skeleton, Peter Chase. But no, really, it's great they were able to live stream this. It's a one-camera shoot, which I know our viewers were very fortunate. You're used to the multi-cameras and so forth, but we got the replay running. We got this one camera up high center, and we're able to bring the game live to you, which we wanted to do because we've been following the team all year, and now you have the biggest game of the year to date, and we wanted to just continue the coverage for the folks around the South Coast, around the town of Dartmouth, and around the country who are following this team.
Of course, you know, the Indians, just a really great season so far. If the season ends today, you know, I told Jackson and Ray, you know, you guys have been the leaders of the team for the past couple of years, and I'm proud of you guys for being such a great leader, taking leadership role over the past 2 seasons and really gaining our team and really gaining our fan base. Before, like my freshman year, it was just quiet when we got like first downs, and I'd be like the only one back there cheering. And now our fan base, our student section has reshaped, so I got to give credit to where credit is due to those 3 captains, Tom Quinn, Jackson Hart, and Ray Gramlich.
First play of the fourth quarter, 2nd down and 9. Around the side comes the runner.
Ooh.
Flag on the play. Riley Sigmund is the ball carrier.
They're going to get a penalty here. Looks like it's going to be a face mask against the Hornets here.
Sigmund on the carry.
Looks like Turgenev.
Blocking the back penalty.
Blocking the
against
back
Hornets.
penalty. So that's going to march the ball back 10 yards. That helps the cause. 2nd down and about 16. Wow, this is a big opportunity now for Dartmouth.
Yeah, deep in their own territory.
Mansfield deep in their own territory. Right, 2nd down and 16. Dartmouth needs to really capitalize on this and not let them get this first down.
Even the deep balls, even the runs on the ground by McCoy, you got to really stop them here. It's down to the wire for the Indians, most likely.
Tommy Vallette, little swing pass. Lots of room up there.
Lots of room. Great run.
They're going to run him out of bounds. You know, that was Gabe McIntyre. Now, there's another guy we haven't heard from. Running backs all over the place, but Gabe McIntyre kind of fresh, only a junior, actually. And he was in motion.
Yeah.
And he had that speed going, and then you just dropped it in his lap, and he already had hit the ground running.
Yeah, that was a great catch and run. I got to give credit due there. The wide receivers, too, along the near side. Great blocking as well.
They got about 10 of that back. Now it's going to be 3rd down and about 7.
Yeah,
so a big chunk of that yardage back. DiGirolamo goes wide to the left. Millette, little screen pass. The Indians, they had it snuffed out, but a second effort. The ball is carried deep into the secondary, down to the 47-yard line. Gain of about 28 yards. The Indians almost had him.
Yeah, almost had him. Pressure was coming in, and Millette was able to connect with his receiver there and pick up the first down.
First and 10.
That was unfortunate. It really looked like they had him. Maybe after a gain of 5, they needed 7 or 8 to get the first down. It looked like they might have held him on the other side of the sticks, but then that second burst, and out he went to the 48-yard line. It'll be first and 10 now for the Hornets. And again, you have to remember it's an 8-point lead. I mean, if they get in field goal range, they kick a field goal. It's a 2-possession game, lights out.
Yeah, it's lights out here.
So they got to stop them before they get any farther into enemy territory.
Yeah, this could be game if they score here.
And that could be, obviously, if it's a touchdown, definitely. But even if it's a field goal, and now we have a timeout.
Timeout, Hornets.
The Hornets, that's their second timeout. So they have 1 left. Dartmouth has 2 left. An opportunity for Rick White to try to get the defense together, too, on this side of the field.
I also do want to give credit, though, so far. I mean, the secondary was a little bit stallish today in the game. I mean, they kind of sold on a couple drives, couple plays. But like the defensive line correction has been great so far for the Indians.
Glad to have you looking in here on Dartmouth Community Media. If the Indians come back and pull off a come-from-behind victory, they'll play next Friday night. If Billerica wins their game, the game will be in Billerica. If Walpole wins the game would actually be in Dartmouth, if Dartmouth can pull off this come-from-behind victory. So we'll see what happens. You also have the Thanksgiving game. This is going to be a good one this year. Dartmouth and Fairhaven, the last 2 years, 2 really great games.
In Fairhaven,
First and 10
it is
from the
28-28 over there with 5:35 to play.
Wow.
So if Linfield pulls off an upset, this would be shocking here.
Millette goes for it all. It's well overthrown, and as a flag on the play, the ball was overthrown by like 10 yards. There's no way that ball was a catchable ball. And you can see Coach Rick White is talking to the official. Marcus Andrews was 10 yards behind the play. Now the officials are talking to the Dartmouth players. Are they going to pick that up, or are they actually going to follow through with that?
That is ridiculous, though. That was an uncatchable ball.
Exactly what I'm saying. Now, the only argument would be that they slow him down to the point where he could not be anywhere near being able to catch the ball, but not from my vantage point. I just don't think it was catchable.
And he was grabbing his jersey, too. So it's not like both players were grabbing each other's jerseys. I disagree with the call, and we got the derogatory chant here from the fans.
First and 10 Hornets.
So the ball is spotted at the Dartmouth 37-yard line. It's not a spot foul like it is in the NFL, so
yeah,
at least they don't plunk the ball down at the 10-yard line. Well, the Indians need to stop them, and soon.
Yeah.
10:31 to go
stop here
in the fourth quarter. Now we got a flag on the play.
This is going to be a false start.
Let's hope that the call goes in favor of the Indians this time. They're telling the Indians that they're crowding onto the field. So it looks like they picked it up.
First and 10 at the 37.
So first and 10 at the 37 still. 10:31 to go in the football game. It's Matt Tarigny moving to the left side. Sean McCoy gets the ball, cuts back to the middle. All of a sudden, there's plenty of room.
And
Eventually brought down in the defensive backfield by Tom Quinn, but a big gain and a first down.
And that is great ball movement there from Sean McCoy. Found an open hole up in the middle, got the first down, and great gains. A great gain there. You got 23-yard line, first down and 10. You can get a touchdown here, make it 2-possession game. I don't know if the Indians would come back from that, but.
Well, you make a good point about McCoy because it looked like the play was planned to go to the left.
Yeah.
And then he cut it back to the other side. And as soon as he did that, you could tell, even from up here, there was a lot more real estate. And he turned it into a big game. First and 10. Here we go.
Watching those Patriot games, you know, I yell at my TV all the time. I'm like, cut inside, you got an open hole. Plays like that gets you good real estate.
Second effort by McCoy. Looked like he was going to get tackled in the backfield, but he managed to break away from, looked like Rothwell Packard just got away and got down into the defensive backfield, so it's a gain of about 5, second down and 5. That was too bad because that could have been a nice loss there, or at least a no gain, but he picks up 5 on a second effort. 9:30 to go. Tom Vallette, that junior quarterback, doing a great job. This time it's a direct snap, however. Scapolini, he's thrown for a loss. I got to tell you, I don't understand that call. The quarterback, Vallette, has just been doing a great job running things back there, and they do just direct snap to Scapolini, and he just carried the ball to the right and ended up losing 4 yards.
That was an Alex Van Pelt type of play call right there.
From the 22.
Hey, sometimes you can catch the other side off guard. The element of surprise is always something you go for, so perhaps that was the line of thinking there. But it gives Dartmouth a chance. It's 4-down territory clearly, but now it's 3rd and 9. It was just 2nd and 5. Perhaps the biggest defensive play of the game for Dartmouth right now, or defensive moment. They need a stop. Vallette, oh, he's looking to throw to the end zone. There it goes. Jump ball, knocked away by the defensive back, Marcus Andrews.
Marcus just got straps on that play, though. Great ball down the field. You got to connect to your.
I beg your pardon. That's number 15, Gendron.
No, it was Marcus on the coverage.
Oh, on the coverage, and Gendron is coming back now. So great job there by Marcus Andrews. And I got to tell you, that was a jump ball. It was one of those, what do they call them, 50-50 balls?
Yeah, 50-50 balls. Yeah. Randy Moss type of play there if DiGirolamo would have gotten that touchdown pass.
Who?
DiGirolamo.
All right. Next time he gets the ball, I'm just going to leave a space, and I'm going to point to you when you say
just
the
say
name.
the first name.
DiGirolamo. Now, I finally got it now that there's only like 8 minutes left in the game. Timeout. That's their 3rd timeout. That's Mansfield's 3rd timeout, 3rd and final timeout. Now they're ahead in the game, so it's not so important, but still. 4th down and 9. Wow. A little bit too far away to go for the first down.
Yeah.
Too far away to go for a field goal, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I would just throw the ball in the air again and just hope for a wing and a prayer now.
Shout out to Jim Thompson, who's looking in from sunny Florida. We thank you very much for looking in. He's saying go Indians and hoping that the Indians can pull off a come-from-behind victory over here. What am I doing over here? Got to turn my sound down. Got a lot of people, over 300 people watching at the moment live on YouTube, which is fantastic. So here we go, 4th down and 9. A little bit too far away to go for a field goal. Biggest moment of the game. Vallette throws. Incomplete. Incomplete, and Dartmouth takes over on downs. Gendron on the coverage.
Unbelievable coverage there. Correction, that was Marcus Andrews who was on the coverage. Great pass. Just couldn't get him in stride. Great deflection there from Marcus Andrews. Got straps on that play twice. And the Indians take over on downs, so it will be 8-12. What will they have to dish out?
So 1st and 10, Dartmouth. Ball is at their own 27-yard line. Indians need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Biggest drive of the season. Man in motion is Marcus Andrews. He fakes to him. Pass is way high and out of bounds by Jackson Hart. Intended receiver was number 5, and that's Derek Stevens. Also down there, looks like Asante Aurora was in the vicinity, and on the coverage, number 5, Tom Muldoon. 2nd and 10. Thing is, Indians, you know, they got enough time on the clock, 8 minutes to go. Do you really want to get away from, you know, running the ball with Gramlich and Andrews and things like that? I don't know. I mean,
I don't think so. I feel like you got to really dial up here and just give the ball to more of Ray Gramlich. We need to see more
center
action
screen.
here.
Oh, and tackled. No, that was a great tackle that time by Matt Torigny.
Jackson
Hart is arguing with the referee about something. Jackson Hart dropped back, had a little center screen, and the tackle was made. What penetration that time by Matt Torigny. He is the senior, 6'3", 210 pounds, coming up from his outside linebacker position.
Jackson was ticked off after that play, was negative yardage. He wanted more positive there, but just couldn't dial it up.
3rd down and 11. Indians putting themselves in a difficult spot here. Now they have to throw it. Jackson Hart. Can he get away enough to be able to throw the ball? Cannot do it, and is forced out of bounds, and he's thrown
There
down.
should be a flag.
After he is out of bounds.
That's a flag. Unbelievable.
I'm looking, I don't see any flag. I don't see any laundry on the ground at the moment.
He was out of bounds, and they shoved the quarterback to the ground. That is unbelievable, and that's uncalled for.
Well, the Indians are going to have to punt. There's still 7:09 to go, so it's too early to go for it on 4th down. But I don't know. Again, far be it for me to second-guess anybody, especially with the staff that they have here in Dartmouth. So much experience. And the last few times they've run the ball, they haven't really gained the yardage that they did earlier. But, you know, you throw incomplete on 1st down and you throw incomplete on 2nd down. Now you have to throw on 3rd down.
Yeah. I mean, it's a must-need here. This is not a good punt either.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of a bounce. They're punting it from deep in their own territory. Aiden Gendron gets it down over midfield, but the Mansfield Hornets get good field position, and we'll see what they can do. The last time they had the ball, they ended up turning it over on down, so the Indian defense is certainly capable of coming up with another big play. What would really be nice is if the Indians can turn the ball over. They already forced a fumble.
They're putting Jackson on defense now.
Jackson Hart coming out.
Coach White was just like, let it go. Play defense.
He's playing safety.
Yeah, and they're going to take out Marcus here. Actually.
1st and 10 at the 43. Villette pitches out. Here comes the running back. He puts his head into the defensive line. It looked like, was it McCauley? No, it's Sean McCoy. And it's a gain of about 7 yards. Wow, it didn't look like it was going to be that much, but that's a significant gain on 1st down by the Mansfield Hornets.
6 on the play. 2nd down and 4 from the 49.
Clock continues to become the enemy here. 6:31 to go. Mansfield is out of timeouts. I believe Dartmouth still has 2 timeouts. 2nd and 4. Tom Villette. Man in motion is Bo Deary. Pitch out this time goes to Donovan Minton.
Oh, and
Minton down past the 40-yard line. Gain of about 10 yards. Clearly an easy 1st down.
This is going back, I feel like.
Well, let's see.
It looks like it is going to go back.
It's nice to see a penalty go in favor of Dartmouth because the last few penalties have not gone in their favor.
Yeah, holding.
That's a big one.
Holding against the Hornets.
10-yard penalty.
Brings the ball back to the 45-yard line.
Oh.
So it'll be 2nd down and 8.
I forgot they do spot a foul.
10 yards.
So that's still big, 2nd down and 8. The Indians are leaving it all on the field. Tommy Villette, the junior quarterback, under center this time. McCoy in motion. Villette pitches out. There comes Donovan.
Stiff-armed.
Donovan Minton, the junior running back. As you said, with the stiff arm, gains about 3-4 yards perhaps. Ball is right at midfield, right down in front of us at the 50-yard line. 3rd down and about 3. Thomas Quinn contributing to the tackle that time for Dartmouth, coming up from his linebacker position.
If the Indians pick up, if they pick up a 1st down here, I feel like the Indians might use their timeouts.
They could start using them. 5:28 to go. They get 2 timeouts left. So they got to start thinking about it. Still a little bit of time.
Yeah. I mean, if you got to stop here, you might have to use your timeouts.
Tarigny. Pitch this time goes to Bodiri. Bodiri just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Another flag is on the play. It looked like Jaden Claudio, the outside linebacker senior, making the tackle for the Dartmouth Indians. But let's see what the flag is all about.
I think there might be a jump. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be on Mansfield here. So it's going to be a 3rd down and about 8.
Some discussion going on amongst the officials at the moment. Clock is stopped here at the field. 5:12 to go at Alumni Stadium in Mansfield. Number 3 Mansfield hosting number 6 Dartmouth, the Elite 8.
They'll decline it.
Illegal formation against the Hornets is declined.
Yeah, I was going to say, why not decline it and force them to do something on 4th down? Now, 4th down and 4, do they punt?
What if they do the old trickery here and just punt it? It looks like they're going to.
They're showing like they're going to go for it.
It looks like they're going to punt, I feel like.
Last time they set up like this.
Or they're going to try to let them jump.
They're trying to send Jackson Hart back there. Jackson Hart turns and goes back. Let's see if the ball will bounce into the end zone.
Yes,
it does. So it's a touchback, and Dartmouth gets another opportunity with 4:51 to go. Still down by 8. The defense holds 2 very important times in a row.
Yeah, you got to give credit where credit is due. The defense is just holding on now 2 times in a row. They've been playing really good in this 4th quarter right now. Let's see what they do on the offense styles up here.
Let's see if they try to establish something with carrying the ball, like going to Andrews or having Hart run it or Gramlich, because you throw incomplete on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. It's very tough. But we'll see.
Yeah.
4:51 to go. Jackson Hart brings him out. Has a touchdown pass today. Inside handoff. There goes Gramlich. Gramlich up the middle, that hard yardage down to the 29. That's what you like to see. Ray Gramlich, the senior, carries it right over the offensive line. Balderi comes up to make the stop for Mansfield, but that's a gain of 8. Really enjoyed seeing that one.
Yeah.
Right back to your bread and butter. There's plenty of time.
Plenty of time here. I feel like they're going to hand it to Ray and pick up the 1st here.
And here it goes. There goes Gramlich again. Gramlich past the 30 to the 32. That's a very quick 1st down.
Now you got to
for
hurry up
Dartmouth
here.
on 2 successive plays. Clock is stopped as they move the sticks. And now it's running again. 4:10 to go. 1st and 10 Dartmouth. 2 quick running plays by Gramlich.
Empty backfield for Jackson Hart now, so they
This
might
time
be
he is going to throw. Quick drop. Is that a catch?
Yeah.
I believe it is caught. That's a nice catch that time by number 2, and that's Aurora.
Ethan Davis.
Gain of 3 yards on the play.
Ethan Davis, yes.
He's played a little bit of JV snaps so far, but
him and Aurora both over there.
Yeah. I'm glad to see him
There
play.
he goes in motion. He's got the ball again. Here comes Davis. Davis is thrown for a loss.
Ethan Davis on the carry.
That time he carried to the opposite direction. I haven't really seen that play this year, but and ended up losing a chunk of the yardage that they gained a moment ago. Unfortunate. 3rd down and 12. Hurry up offense, 3:19 and counting.
Yeah.
Hart throws.
Ooh!
Almost intercepted.
Now
Number 5, Tom Muldoon.
Now you got
Steps directly in front of the intended receiver, Jaden Nunes-Maderas, and it's 4th down.
Now, regardless, you have to go for it here.
I don't know. I mean, I got to tell you, Ray Gramlich runs the ball 2 times for 1st downs, and all of a sudden they're in an empty backfield checking the ball down the field. Now I think you have to. You have to throw 3:09 left, 4th down and 12. Here's your ball game.
Yeah. Game on the line here. It's a desperation mode for the Indians now. Empty backfield. Got to really get a 1st down here. And
Dartmouth does have 2 timeouts, but 1st down or bust. Throws it over the middle, and it is caught. Now it's broken up. Ray Gramlich thought he had it, but is ruled an incomplete pass.
I think that should be a PI.
Ray Gramlich looked like he had the ball, and then he was hit as he was bringing the ball in, and it is ruled an incomplete. That was a really nice pass by Jackson Hart, and Ray Gramlich found a spot. He had some players around him, but he found a spot, and the ball is incomplete. So taking over on downs will be Mansfield.
And they got to really use the timeout game here.
Eben Schatz is the player down. I think he was the
up.
player who broke up the pass. So Mansfield has the ball down at the Dartmouth 29-yard line. There's only 3:03 to go. Dartmouth does have 2 timeouts, but absent the ball being stripped or some other miraculous play, the Indians may end up coming up short here against Mansfield. Now, Ben, that last series, right, Dartmouth gave the ball to Gramlich twice. He ran the ball for a gain of 8 and a gain of 3 or 4, 1st down. Boom, boom, right? Just like that.
Just a boom, boom
and
play.
And then they switched over to the empty backfield. Now, again, clock was winding down, element of surprise. You got the defense on their heels. I understand the thought process, but I don't know. I don't know that they needed to do that just yet. You know what I mean? Like, you could have stayed with your bread and butter, Gramlich and Andrews. Of course, that's an easy second guess, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously, if he connects with, you know, a 20-yard pass down the middle, I mean, he threw a touchdown pass earlier in the game, but when I saw that empty backfield, I was like, oh, boy, this is interesting.
Big play on that defensive stop for the Hornets. Senior captain, number 18, Eben Schatz.
So Schatz is the guy who contributed to breaking up that pass.
At the Indian 29.
And the ball's at the Indian 29-yard line. 2 timeouts that the Indians have.
Update here. Fairhaven and Linfield are tied 28 and going into overtime. So season's on the line over there.
Very exciting.
So
Willett hands the ball off. Inside goes McCoy. McCoy down to the 26-yard line.
Could really
see if the Indians use one of their timeouts here.
Could really use a break if Linfield takes the victory in Fairhaven.
Well, regardless of what happens, the Indians, of course, will take on the Blue Devils on Thanksgiving morning. This year, the game is in Fairhaven.
Yeah, and I feel like they're a more competitive team this year
than
last year.
It came down to the last play last year.
Yeah, it came down. I mean, the wind was going through it, you know. It was a 42-yard field goal, and the wind was going in the same direction.
Right.
I got to give credit where credit is due. You know, Grant Dommerful kicked a field goal that was 42.
2nd and 7.
And he kicked on the ground
42 yards.
Practice that day. So
there goes Donovan. Minton.
This is it.
There is a flag
deep into enemy territory. There is a flag on the play.
This is going to be holding against
the offense.
Mansfield. This is going back.
With it. Harry, there is a hold against the Hornets.
2:06 to go. I believe Dartmouth has still the 2 timeouts.
Yes.
They haven't taken the second one yet.
So I feel like the next one they could be using it. And if they And if
Yeah, they need to take the timeouts and then hope that they can get the ball back and have one last shot, which would be kind of a miracle type comeback, because the odds are definitely stacked against them at the moment. 2:06 to play. Second down and about 7 for Mansfield. Tommy Vallette brings him out. McCoy in motion. Donovan Minton.
Great block on the outside edge there.
Yes, and he benefits from that.
Donovan Minton on the carry.
On the tackle, it is Derek Stevens coming up from his defensive back position. Third down.
The Indians are going to burn their timeouts. It's third down and short.
So they take their next timeout.
One more first down, and that might just seal it for.
Might just seal it. It will.
It will just seal it, though.
So they need to stop them on this third down with 1:56 to play.
3rd and 1 from the 20.
It's going to be tough because, you know, you basically have to sell out on something, whether it's an inside run or whatever. And if you sell out on one thing, you know, it's a pretty crafty quarterback back there, a lot of really good, talented players. And if you sell out on one thing, something else breaks. And all they need is 1 yard, and they get 2 chances to get it.
Yeah. Bend don't break usually, but
2 chances to get 1 yard. I mean,
that barrier is
tough.
Really low. Big play here for the Indians.
3rd down and 1 from the 20.
3rd and 1. First down and it's ball game.
Yep.
Quarterback keeper. Down he goes, and it looks like he will have the first down. Vallette has the first down. And that could be the finishing touch here on Dartmouth today. The Mansfield Hornets getting the first down with 1:46 to go, and the Indians
don't have nothing to do but
will
just
come
stare
up
down
short.
at the score right now.
1st and 10, Hornets at the Indian 17.
Well, Dartmouth got off to a great start, got that 6-0 lead on their first possession, and they were never able to score again. And the first couple of drives, they held Mansfield and kept them off the board. Quarterback running a play. Handoff. Carried down there by Mason Boderi.
On the carry.
Mason Boderi down inside the 10. I don't even know if they need to be doing that. Final timeout taken here by Dartmouth. Oh, there's a flag on the play. That stops the clock. We'll see what the flag is. It's going to go against the offense. Holding.
Yeah.
10-yard penalty. Back it goes, a little too late to first down at about 20, but the Indians don't have enough timeouts. So time will run out. Well, it's been a great season, and it's not over yet because Dartmouth will take on the Fairhaven team that you're talking about on Thanksgiving Day.
Fairhaven right now is just...
They're in overtime.
In overtime right now. We'll see the results.
Victory formation. And Tom Vallette takes a knee. And Dartmouth takes their final timeout. They did have one more, so this is Dartmouth's final timeout with 1:04 left. But it's not going to matter because it's second down, and Mansfield is in victory formation. Quick recap before we wind things down here from Alumni Stadium. About halfway through the first quarter, everything was going great. Dartmouth scored in their first possession. Got a couple of big running plays from Greg Gramlich and Marcus Andrews on the ground. And then the first drive was capped by a Jackson Hart touchdown pass to Marcus Andrews from 22 yards out. For Jackson Hart, his 11th touchdown pass of the season. For Marcus Andrews, his 10th touchdown of the season. The extra point was blocked. It was 6-0. But the Indians were never able to score again for the entire game. And back came Mansfield. There was a 39-yard touchdown pass from the quarterback Tom Vallette to number 15, Andrew DiGirolamo.
Tommy Vallette takes a knee.
Their extra point was successful, and then it was 14-6. And then the only score of the second half, a Sean McCoy 2-yard run.
You say LaShawn McCoy this time, or now that we call him LaShawn
Excuse
McCoy?
me, Sean McCoy. Sean McCoy, 2-yard run. Sean McCoy.
Now that we called him LaShawn McCoy the whole entire
Yeah,
time. I
I didn't call him that the whole time. Only a couple times.
I called.
I've been calling him Sean McCoy.
Yeah.
So that was a 2-yard run, and it was a big defensive play when Mansfield almost scored at the very end of the half, and there was that fumble that was caused by Michael Hawk, covered by Aiden Gendron, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah.
And Mansfield moves on to the Final Four of the Division III tournament as they will defeat Dartmouth by a score of 14-6.
Yeah. And
Final thoughts, Ben.
The final thoughts on this game is, I mean, the offense for Mansfield just powered through the way, and just, I mean, the offense just showed up for them. Great career for Jackson Hart, I mean, and Ray Gramlich, and a bunch of those seniors who are graduating, who are achieving their dreams and going to play in Gillette. I got to give credit where credit is due. They're great leaders. I'm proud of them this season. Great way.
So we'd like to thank our staff here, Ben.
Yeah, of course. Peter Chase and John, our cameraman, who joined us along with the trip here in Mansfield, just outside of Foxborough and Gillette Stadium. A great Friday evening. Great game so far. Paul, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thank you very much. Really enjoyed working with you. We'll
course.
see you on Thanksgiving morning as Dartmouth travels to Fairhaven to take on the Blue Devils, as we have our usual coverage live on YouTube from Fairhaven High School. So again, for my partner, Ben Smith, and for all of us here from Dartmouth Community Media, I'm Paul Santos. Thank you very much for watching. The final score, Mansfield 14 and Dartmouth 6. We'll see you on Thanksgiving. Have a great night, everybody.
So long, everybody.